Hello Internet, Stabby Brit here. I believe I've actually started this slightly early. Yes, I have. So, please forgive me while I do some preparatory nonsense. For example, enjoying a quick drink. Yesterday I did promise Drunken Battlefield. Well, I don't know if I'll be drunk, but I am drinking, so that's close enough for me. Also, I figured if I start slightly early, I can get all of the nonsense that inevitably goes wrong at the very start of the stream out of the way. So I'm going to start by having a quick look at the unlocks. I can do that by customized Silja. Oh, that's helpful. That's so incredibly helpful. I can't see what I have to do to unlock these weapons. Thank you so much for doing everything you possibly can to help me make an informed decision on what loadouts I want. Oh well, fuck that idea. Let's move on. Sorry, I'm just I'll be with you all once again momentarily. Feel free to if you're watching this after the fact, which of course you are right now, I'm pretty sure nobody's tuned in yet. Feel free to skip ahead about 5 minutes. Hello, Linkzy. How the devil are you? I'm just receiving a message I need to reply to. Be with you in a moment. Okay. So, what shall we try today? I think we're going to try an operations. Because, well, as well as chasing unlocks for this game, I also like chasing trophies. I've tried the Prasilov Offensive, that was rather entertaining. I think I'm going to do Red Tide.
Russia, 1919. A civil war rages between the revolutionary Bolsheviks and the anti-communist White Armies. On the banks of the Great Volga River, the town of Tsaritsyn stands as one of Russia's most important industrial centers and the gateway to central Russia. Having laid siege to Tsaritsyn on 3 previous occasions, the White Army, now aided by British tanks and planes, finally succeeded in capturing the town. These counter-revolutionaries, mostly Cossacks and old imperial forces, hope to use this victory to secure southern Russia and ultimately launch an assault on Moscow, the seat of Bolshevik power. However, the Red Army, with its radical but popular ideologies, still controlled the central regions. This meant that most of the country's oil and grain were under Bolshevik control. With winter fast approaching, the Bolsheviks thought that the White Army would be too weak to hold the town.
I feel like I'm learning a lot about history from this game. So, I think this is where we're going to be jumping in. Oh, I have Battle Pack. Why not? It's gonna be something rubbish, isn't it? Yep, it's something I've already got. Scrap you. What's on the exchange these days? Nothing particularly appealing. So, you're preparing for a hurricane? Oh, good lord. Does that mean you're in or near Texas?
Мы разные, но нас объединила ненависть к большевикам.
Мы трижды пытались взять город. Взятие Царицына – это ободряющий клич всему миру, презирающему коммунистов.
Большевики жгут села и запугивают крестьян. Вот она, их свобода.
Я грузил пушки в очрево спящего.
Excellent. I approve immensely of this anti-communist rhetoric. This is what we need. We need far Far more media speaking truth to communism.
Man, order.
My drink tastes a bit strange. Not sure why. Okay, let's risk hopping in the tank. Failing. Oh, too late. Oh well. Great start. Excellent start.
We have lost objective butter.
Oh, playing as the Red Army. I thought we were playing as the White Army. Fair enough. Oh well, we'll just have to make do. Crap. Well, I'm getting far, aren't I? Being forced to cower in ruins while bullets go flying overhead. Oh, God. Incoming! That's a pretty good, player symbol, that. Nicely done. I don't think anyone's reviving me. Let's try that. I think let's okay, I just need 9 kills with this gun. I need pistol kills, vehicle repairs, and mortar kills. Excellent. So, hopefully we shall soon unlock a brand new and shiny. There we go. Russian-themed weapon. I think I need to... There we go. Adjust my own headset volume. Odds. Ah, just out of range. Gases. A clipped land ship. I suppose that's something. Okay, bring it down. It's going that way. Oh! Curses! Look how close that was. That would have been amazing to take out a land ship with one of those mortars. Right. Oh. Ah, curse you! Damn it! You've got one of the shiny new guns. Thank you, kind sir, for hitting him on the head with a shovel.
We are losing objective butter.
Really? Not on my watch, we're not. Oh shit. Okay, I was mistaken. We are losing it on my watch. Damn it.
We have lost objective butter.
Okay, idea. Horsemanship. Smoky black horse. There we are. That sounds exciting. Look at that. We have a new coloured horse to ride. This was certainly worth the price of admission.
A flame trooper kit is available near your location.
Sorry. Can't use the flame troop. I'm busy being a horseman. Lights down. Damn it, missed. Shit. One day, I will successfully use the cavalry class. But today is not that day. Oh, and frankly, tomorrow's not looking good either. Let's go chase a tank. Charge! Where did it go? Ah! Tank! Come on! No!
We have lost objective apples.
Quickly! Damn it! I could have done with the vehicle kill. Oh well.
We have taken objective butter.
Alright, let's get in on this. Apparently you need ammo. So, here you go. Ah! Ah, no, that's a tank. I thought we killed that. Mr. Medic? Mr. Medic? Fuck's sake. You appear to have forgotten me, sir. Dumbass. Right. Where's the tank? Fire! Just gonna spam shots. Okay, now we need to re-aim. Re-aiming, re-aiming, firing! Get off the gun, please. Ah, where are you? That was a bit clumsy. Bang it. I'm getting distorted sound again. There seems to be a problem with Seems to be a reoccurring problem with this game.
We have taken objective
Where are you? Let me repair you.
Clear the sector from enemy presence.
Ooh, repairing tanks. There you are. Lucky for this tanker that I'm here with a magical hammer wrench. Apparently the simple act of hitting this vehicle is enough to put out fires. Okay, we're clearly in the anti-tank variant. Go forwards! Be brave! Oh, wow. That was a terrible shot. I need to get my eye in.
The final objective is within our reach.
Aha! The final objective. So... Oh, crap. What the hell? Oh, God, it's so hard to keep vehicles intact. Okay, let's switch back to this one. There we are.
We have taken objective apples.
Where are the enemies? Somebody direct me to the bad guys, please. I can't see them. Hello, Mama Meme. How are you this afternoon? Oh, hang on. There was somebody there. People for each shell. Oh, well, they're dead. That's a shame.
50 of our soldiers remain.
Just go blindly hurl shells that way and hope somebody dies from it. Ah. Well, there you go. You've got a reasonable time to be drinking. I don't. I've not been able to obtain White Russians, which is a shame. Maybe tomorrow. For now, I'm happy to make do with ale. Which is... Oh yeah, it's a real tragedy. I'm sure you'll agree. Guys, I'm slowly working through trying to unlock all the shiny things this new DLC has to offer.
Objective apples.
We have a spectacular fight going on here. This is the perfect place for a mortar. And... pop! Yes! Multiple hits. Yes! Somebody died! Oh wow, 2 people died apparently. So far, I am really liking this DLC. It's got some pretty fun weapons. I've managed to unlock the sawn-off Mosin Nagant pistol, which is just fantastic. I really should equip it. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to stay here. I'm going to try and guard this position. Oh look, enemy tank. Oh, allied tank. That might need repairing. Except they don't have the repair tool. Oh well. I'm just getting distracted by the number of things I have to unlock and trying to do... just trying to do everything at once. Well, I wouldn't say it's impractical, actually. I mean, it's based on... if my memory of the First World War serves me, the idea of a sawn-off rifle was mainly for, like, tunnel fighters and trench troops. People who needed the killing power of a rifle, but didn't have any room for a rifle. My limited use of it so far tells me it's actually a pretty fun toy to play with. Okay, I think we're gone. No, wait, are we gonna... Ah, no, they're taking B.
We have taken objective apples.
Ah, crap, that's me down. Let's see if I can actually equip it. Oh crap, I think we've lost the
We have lost objective butter.
where is it? Obrez pistol, there we go. Badass Obrez pistol. I know it does a lot of damage at point blank. And it's surprisingly accurate at medium range as well. Let's see if we can get a kill shot with it. Oh shit. Have a grenade, whoever did that. Oh, wait, well, end of round. We'll use it next round.
When we are victorious, we prove that the will of the People's Army is stronger than those imperialists who try to destroy us. When we take the city, all of Russia will rise up, and we will be united once again.
Well, that went well.
With their forces destabilized, the White Army retreated to the streets of Tsaritsyn that they had so recently fought to capture. General Wrangel knew that holding the town was vital for the counter-revolutionary forces in southern Russia. They needed such a base to launch an advance.
I was rather pleased that my
And without access to the
my
oil
first kill with that
North
Obrez
Caucasus,
pistol was a
it was
headshot
evident
from
the coalition of white
about
forces
60
would
60
soon
meters or 60 feet away.
break apart.
I forget the measurements they use in this game. I think they use feet.
Меня пугает зима. Революционного настроя недостаточно для поддержания боеспособности. Нужна еще теплая обувь. На подходах к городу меня поразило.
I think we are.
Могил и крестов.
A part of me is fearful we are about to witness the birth of communism.
Из Москвы прислали оружие и провиант. Аж от сердца отлегло. Мы-то знаем, что товарища Сталина в Кремле недолюбливают.
Comrade Stalin. Do you know, I never gave any thought to how Stalin came to power. But it seems kind of obvious that this is how he would have risen to power. He would have been a member of the fucking Red Army. Forward, comrades, for the Soviet Union! Charge! Right, let's go with a pistol. Missed. Shit! That's a big bomb. Oh, we're taking A, apparently. I was apparently just there to draw fire. Right, let's break this out and see how much damage we can do with it.
We have taken objective apples.
On to butter. Oh, okay, can't actually get over these walls. They're right there. It's mildly terrifying. Shit. Well, I was probably dead the moment I refused to put a gas mask on. Thank you. Gas mask. Okay, I don't think hip shooting this pistol is a good idea.
We have taken the sector.
Ah, there we go. Can we get through this doorway? Yes, we can. There are enemies. Oh, people stealing my kills. Okay, there's too many people in here for me to aim and get shunted. I'm also getting lag. This is a problem. Right. This is definitely going to be a tricky pistol to use, but I think when it hits, it's going to hit really fucking hard. Have a grenade, whoever you are. What? 90 fucking damage! I love this pistol. Now, does this thing have a... Holy shit, does this thing have a sweet spot? Oh fuck, it does. It's got a 12-meter sweet spot. So in theory, if I can get right up into people's faces, I can one-hit kill them. Okay, yep, officially fucking loving this pistol. Let's get right into somebody's face and remove it. Shit. There we go. Double tap. Yeah, this is a terrifying... This isn't a fucking sawn-off Nagant. This is a shotgun. I am really, really liking this pistol. I wonder what cool skins we can get for it. Goodbye. I'm just... This is exactly the kind of silliness that I was hoping for. Do I let the medic try and revive me? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Okay. Wrong. What? No! I don't want to rename it. I want to check the guns. Right, I need 6 kills with this weapon, so let's get them quick.
We have lost objective apples.
Oh, crap. Can we get up? No, we can't get up there. Aha, but maybe we can make use of this shiny mortar I have. Ah, hang on, I need to aim further forwards. There we go. This should do it. Well, I hit one person at least. Where'd he go? Shit. Panic stations. Please let me through. It seems to be this map that there's audio problems with. Oh well. Okay, let's use this bipod. One down, 5 to go. Shit. And then we can try out a Russian LMG. And hopefully it's the one I really, really want. Oh shit, I'm stuck. Well, that's the end of the first bottle already. Oh dear. Oh, that's just not helpful.
We have lost objective.
If I have to wear a gas mask while using an LMG, I'm going to get nothing done. Come on, let me in. Let me in, please. That looks like a really good place to go. Nope. Can't get in there. Okay, through the tunnel into certain death. One more down. Ah! Oh, I just want the new Russian toys. After the... Actually, can we get a... No, there's no skins. Okay, we can adjust the sight. Really? You can calibrate the iron sights on... Why would you? Why would you want to increase the zoom on a weapon that's meant to be used from a range of about 12 meters or less? There we go, 1 down. 3 to go. 2 to go. Lots of explosions, and I'm dead. Come on, medics, revive me. Revive me so we can... Well, I was reaching for an empty bottle. That's depressing. Oh, there we go. We're apparently working towards some other unlocks. Oh, there was a mortar over there. No, it's gone. Let's try that way. I don't think we're even hitting anyone there. No, they've all moved on. Oh, shit. Probably should have got more kills with this LMG ahead of time, so I would have my unlock ready to go. Still. Okay, we can't go through there. This is confusing. This is a really confusing layout. Okay, we can't jump over that wall. I'm not sure I like this part of the map. It feels like there's a load of things I should be able to do, but I can't.
Return to the combat area.
Yes, you absolutely should. Ah, bad guy, bad guy, bad guy. No! Fall over dead, please. Damn it! Ah! Deprived my... Right, excuse me a moment. I'm gonna go get more alcohol. Okay, we've moved from the golden ale to a regular ale. And then we can move on to the dark ale, and then God knows what's going to happen after that. It should not be hard to just find 2 people and kill them. Ah. On second thoughts, it will be, because now I'm wearing a gas mask. Jeez, there's a... I really hope they fix the sound bug. What? How did I get a trip mine kill? I'm hugely confused. Also, my character appears to be spazzing out. Yeah, there's definitely some bugs on this map that need to be fixed. So, well, let's fall back and use the mortar. Wow! The whole world is here! Just blindly lob our shells and hope for the best. There we go. It's 1919 in Russia. They don't believe in shell shock, or mental health, or human rights. Did we? I saw red. Thank you. So does that mean... Oh, we've got the Perino low weight. Oh, yay. Let's try this thing out. Yes, it's the one I thought it was. It's got the fucking huge box mag on the side. I'm so happy. So this thing has a... Where the fuck is he? I'm getting shot by someone. I can't see him. Let's reload already. Oh, never mind. Well, I'll talk it through and then we can see it in action, but... As you can probably see, the gun is loaded by a hopper of stripper clips. And so this thing's got like 4 or 5 reload animations, depending on how many stripper clips are left, and whether or not you're replacing a partial stripper clip, or whether you are just topping up the drum. Sentry, Flame Trooper, Sentry. No Trench Raider. Well, of course not, because they have to account for the weird people who just buy in the name of the Tsar and didn't buy They Shall Not Pass. Recoil's quite nice as well. So, reload, and just pop another. And the other one is pulling one out, popping a fresh one in. And then dying. I do not know. But this game isn't going to let a pesky thing like physics get in the way. I cannot see where the shooting is coming from. I also feel like the optical scope is not in the right place. I feel like I should be looking through it. Oh. There we go. Killed someone. With my brand new gun. It is weird, but I like it. I think this is actually an Italian weapon rather than a Russian one, but even so. I do like it a lot. Yeah, I think any medic who tries to come and rescue me is just going to get himself killed. Ah, there he is. Okay. There we go. I think it's, maybe it's just sort of a precursor to the belt feed, or maybe it's because... My guess would be they probably already had the strips for something else. Kind of like the, I think the Japanese did that, where they built an LMG that could be fed by multiple clips of infantry bullets. So, instead of having like a dedicated caliber of bullet, they just made a big magazine that held multiple stripper clips. And both the support weapon and the infantry used the exact same stripper clips. I cannot see a damn thing in this. Gas masks are really inconvenient. What's the other gun I unlock? I should check. What do I unlock if I get my mortar kills? Oh. Well, that's never going to happen. Kill 2 airplanes with that LMGs? Yeah, I don't think so. But I need more pistol kills. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't have the right pistol equipped, so that's not happening either. Screw unlocking things, let's just commit acts of murder. Goodbye. Crap. I think I spotted another Russian weapon there. Oh yes, that's the other thing I want to unlock, because the assault class. Damn it! Actually, this whole DLC is basically a sawn-off paradise. You've got the Obrez pistol, which is a sawn-off Mosin Nagant, and where's the assault class? Wrong button. The assault class has a sawn-off shotgun and a sawn-off LMG. Yeah, that... Actually, let's work towards that. This looks like a good place for grenade kills, potentially. I also really want to get off this map so the sound starts working again. Crap. I think the White Army is going to win. Communism shall be thwarted.
We are losing objective butter.
I'm trying to care. Yes, sawn-off LMG. As in, the weapon is meant to be a full-fledged machine gun, and somebody just basically took bits off it until it was man-portable. This is why I think Battlefield 1 is so great, because, like, you look at Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and they try and come up with all these amazing sci-fi guns, and they all end up looking just like real guns, but with glitter and tinfoil attached. And then along comes Battlefield 1 and comes up with mad shit that was actually made in the real world, but you would never believe anyone would ever actually make them. Damn! Curse the fact that everyone's more resistant to grenades now. Save. Hello, Alexandro. Did I? Yes. Wow, that was a huge amount of lag.
We have taken objective apples.
Yeah, I think Battlefield 3 was kind of the one that got me into the series. Battlefield Hardline, completely tuned out for that. Battlefield 4, I think I abandoned because I was getting sick of modern military shooters. Let's try and... Yes! That worked and very nearly killed me. That shouldn't amuse me that as much as it did. Headshot someone with an anti-tank rocket. I have unpleasant memories of trying to learn how to use a tank and basically just dying every time. Oh, shit. Oh, dear.
Objective apples.
Yeah, I came into it pretty late, in fairness. It was free on PSN, so I downloaded it. Oh, actually, hang on. No, Battlefield 3 wasn't my first one. Battlefield 1942 was. God, see, that's the thing. It's just like, I'm so used to Battlefield and Call of Duty being modern military shooters, I've just blanked one of the best ones they ever made. Actually, I think that's why I like the Albion map, because it reminds me of 1940. Did I say 1942? I meant 1943. Just like the mini Battlefield. It had like 4 maps, like three conquest maps, and then one that was purely about aircraft. It was a very stripped down battlefield. You basically had 3 classes. If I remember correctly, you had one class who had... You had a sniper class, obviously, and then I think it was one guy who had an infantry rifle and medkits. And then a class with submachine guns and anti-tank weapons. But it had a lot of stuff that Battlefield 1 has. It had, like, the idea that your grenades automatically respawn after a certain amount of time. Although they kind of got rid of that on this. It didn't have much in the way at all of unlocks or customization. But it wasn't meant to. And I actually think the fact that it was so bare bones was in its favour. It was very fun to play. I liked the fact that you basically started every game on an aircraft carrier, and then you had to either jump into planes or landing boats to get to the action. I do like the idea of having unlocks, obviously. I think it does add stuff to the game. But, I think some of the Battlefield games, you get to the point where you are holding an M16, an AK-47, or something that handles just like one of the two. Whereas at least here, it sort of happens with the LMGs. But at least a lot of the guns in this do feel distinct from one another.
We have secured the sector.
Okay. Oh, right. So we just got to take 1 point. So, all we have to do now is charge across no man's land. And, secure this building. This might have been a good time to break up the sniper rifle. Shit. I'm trapped in barbed wire. Don't have any more anti-tank grenades. What are you doing here? Okay. We're making progress. No resupply. Damn it. Shit. There we go. Having a bit of trouble hitting that. Okay, let's go around the booby trap. Into the building. Wow, that one fell pretty damn quick, didn't it? Bayonet charge!
Cleared the sector from enemy presence.
Lots of knife kills. Hopefully. Nope, just one. I'm rather amazed they didn't kill me, though. I was pretty sure I was going to die trying to pull that stuff off.
We have secured the sector.
Okay. That was a good thing for my team. Oh look! More open ground. Well, it worked last time, so maybe we don't have to worry so much. It's a horrible feeling when a headshot doesn't drop somebody. I know it would utterly wreck the balance, but part of me feels like a headshot should be a one-hit kill, regardless of what you do it with. How are we doing? Okay, we got the kills with the trench. We need the optical. Okay, we'll switch to the optical then, I think. Oh, the Automatico MP18 trench. What do I need the optical for? I do need kills with the optical for some reason. We'll find out. Well, there's one. Ah, crap. The climbing mechanics are so fucking buggy. Ah, my squad are dead. Oh, no, they're not. Okay. Let's, damn it. I would really like to get up into that building and try and clear it.
50 of our soldiers remain.
I've also heard whispers that there is going to be some considerable weaponry balancing. And all I can say is, please, for the love of God, nerf the Model 10A Hunter. I'm so fucking sick of that weapon. I do not know. It's possible it was just delaying the inevitable. I mean, if you look at the utter fucking stupidity of the Tsar and his entourage, I don't think they could have stayed in power. And of course, they wouldn't give up power willingly. So, I don't know, maybe revolution was inevitable. Just would have been nice if somebody else had led the charge.
We have taken objective apples.
Okay, we finally got an objective. That guy really likes his Shao shot. I don't understand how people can do that, because I want service stars in every single gun. Damn it. Just one bullet more. That's all I needed.
20 of our soldiers remain.
It's going to come down to the wire, I think. Advance, comrades! If we are contesting the objective, the kill counter does not matter. Of course, someone revive me. Be nice. No. I think they've held it. Yes, they have. What a shame.
We have lost the battle and must kneel in defeat. The White Rebellion
Trophy
and their
earned!
Imperial
Huzzah!
allies have proven themselves stronger.
That's all I wanted to play that mode
Retreat
for.
and protect Moscow.
Had the White Army succeeded in holding Tsaritsyn and kept control of the Volga River, access to oil and grain would have surely strengthened their tiring forces. With fuel in their tanks and food in their stores, perhaps their subsequent march on Moscow would have been successful and seen the volunteer army put an end to the socialist revolution. Had the Reds lost Tsaritsyn, perhaps Commissar Joseph Stalin's position in the Bolshevik ranks would not have been so favorable, and so the future of Soviet Russia would have looked very different indeed.
Really? Joseph Stalin was a commissar? Fucking hell. Well, doesn't that make so much fucking sense? I mean, really. So Joe, what did you do before becoming the head of one of the most brutal and murderous regimes in human history? I shot people for having wrong political opinion. Congratulations. Fucking. This is why I'm... Ah, okay, 1 for 1. This is why I'm so fucking happy that Antifa are getting slagged off now. Because they are the fucking Joseph Stalins of our generation. After if the revolution won, they would be the people who took charge, and they would be the people building the fucking gulags. Right. Let's see. What about supply drop? Well, yes, they've become... I think it's because they started attacking wheelchair-bound war veterans that people realised, shit, we can't keep pushing the false narrative that they are the good guys. We're gonna have to actually come out and condemn them now. I have to do loads of stuff for that Storm the Doors, and I don't want to do any of it. 5 kills with dynamite? No thank you, I don't like dynamite. It's fucking annoying. I don't even know what it unlocks, I just wanna complete the challenges because they are there. Just to say that I have. It's the weapon unlocks that really matter to me. I wonder, have we unlocked any other specializations yet? Not yet. Well, I don't know if we would actually get an armed communist revolution here in Britain. I think... I'd like to think I'd join the counter-revolutionaries, but...
A new supply drop is en route.
Who knows? I think my fondness for suicidal last stands doesn't extend beyond fiction, so... It's entirely possible if the counter-revolution looked like a lost cause, I just would not bother. I'd just book it to civilized Poland. Or some other Eastern European utopia. Are we lone? No, we're not lone players. I just don't know where my team is. Well, actually, my team is not spawning. That's part of the problem. Crap cakes.
Return to the combat area.
Okay, need to reload. Nice. Jump the fence, kick him in the face, score a kill. Thank you for the assistance. Well, I didn't take back the objective, but I certainly made them regret holding it. Let's see. God damn it. Who's shooting me and where from? Ah, okay, you're up there. Crap. Oh, I think. I do hope that we are seeing the tide shift in American politics, because we cannot have a communist America. It would be the end of fucking civilization. Because, well, Europe is pathetic. If America turned communist, the world would end. We would have a fucking huge nuclear war between the followers of communism and the followers of Islam over who is the biggest cunt. Give me that gun! Damn it! I knew I should have bailed. I'm gonna see if this squad's more active. Damn it! My attempts to impale have failed. Where'd he go? Have a sword in the face. Someone shot my horse! You fucking cunt! Right, new horse.
We are losing. We must recover more supplies.
Yeah, no shit we're losing. It's like my team don't ever actually hold the objectives. It's... Got one! Okay, I need health. And that's me dead. Over the fence. Up, maybe up the cliff? No? Okay. Bats down! Oh!
Flame trooper kit is available near your location.
It would have been really funny if the horse going down like that crushed and killed somebody. Okay, I'm not sold on this game mode. Gotta go back to proper Battlefield game modes. God fucking damn it. Oh, yes, maybe fleeing to Australia is the answer to all my life's problems. Actually, no. No, not Australia. Flee to New Zealand. There are less things that want to kill you there.
A flame trooper kit is available near your location.
I'm well aware of the fact that not every animal in Australia is venomous, poisonous, or just bloody murderous. But the list of things that aren't are basically... well, you could fit it on the side of a crisp packet.
supply drop is en route.
Yes, Australia's not that dangerous. It just so happens 99% of the population live within sprinting distance of an evacuation boat. That's clearly a sign of how safe and welcoming the country is. Yeah, I'm gonna. Is it worth me finishing this mode? Yes, it is. I'll finish the match and then we'll bugger off to proper game modes like Conquest. Yes, you only have a handful of necrotic spider species. The global average is 0. Most countries don't have any necrotic spider species. Damn it. That just went all kinds of wrong. It's so hard to use this lance. But it's so hilarious when it works. Please stop being under fire so I can... No. There's a whole... Oh, it's ours. Never mind. Yes, possums are cute, but so are drop bears. We all know how dangerous those things are. Bloody flesh-eating mutant carnivores that plunge from the sky without warning.
A new supply drop is en route.
You know, I suddenly really miss Steve Irwin. This guy's like he was the quintessential Australian of, oh wow, look, this incredibly deadly animal is here. I'm going to go piss it off and see what happens. You know, sooner or later, I'm going to be stood directly under one of those things when it lands. Huzzah, we have failed. We should drink away our sorrows. Speckled hen isn't as nice as I remember. Right, where's the out button? Ah, there we go. Excuse me. There we go. So, I believe DLC number 3 for this will include the Anzac forces. If memory serves, they are going to include Gallipoli, and it really wouldn't make sense to leave the Anzacs out of that. You should drink Pimm's. Pimm's is excellent. Pimm's is best served early afternoon while watching the cricket. It's a wonderful drink. But yeah, I would absolutely love to be able to play as an Anzac scout class with that badass hat they wear. Tell you what, let's let fate decide. If we get plunged into a different game mode, I'd actually kind of like to play the standard maps a bit, because then I could, like, bring the DLC vehicles into a standard... No! Why is this supply drop? No! Wrong button. This is not the game mode I wanted. Thank you. Right. I don't know what's going on anymore. We're having technical difficulties. Please stand by. Is warm jackets an important consideration for Turkey? I got the impression that Turkey was quite warm. Oh, hello, Verdun Heights. Apparently we are playing Il ne passeront pas. Apparently we're not playing anything. We're having server issues. What if I click on Team Deathmatch? Something's definitely going wrong here. Let's see if we can get a different mode then. Maybe it's just Conquest that's acting up. Okay. We appear to be back in the game. No. What's going on? This is very strange. Okay. Apparently this adventure into a poorly veiled excuse for alcoholism is already imperiled. A Serbian artilleryman downed an enemy plane with a cannon. Yep, that's a great feeling. What is Russian caravan? I am intrigued. Oh. I'm only slightly disappointed. Russian tea. You basically just add vodka. Oh, that's why I need the optical kills. Okay, we're definitely having issues with the multiplayer right now. Oh, here we go. Finally. Well, let's face it. It wouldn't be a no. Apparently, we're not going in. Apparently, nothing's happening. Huh. Okay. I think we're going to have to try something extreme. The screen's probably going to go blank for a moment. Oh, wait, we're in. Huzzah! I was just about to, try and drop out of the game and come back in. Okay. Yes. Back into Conquest. Hello. They shall not pass. Apparently, people are still actively playing these maps. Don't blame them, though, I suppose. Not everybody has premium status.
We have lost objective Edward.
Not everybody wants to play new content right now.
We have taken objective apples.
I always feel slightly nervous about poppies. Mainly because back in my days of playing Dungeons and Dragons, there was a type of flower that looked like a red poppy. and it was basically a swarm organism that would lunge towards people, and it would sink its roots into their flesh and drain them of blood. There's something about that that's just mildly terrifying to me. It's like, oh shit, plants might not only be sentient, they might be really pissed off at us. That's our tank, that's fine. Quite a full match. It's almost over anyway, so... Let me see if I can knock a plane out of the sky while I'm here. Actually, probably not, given the amount of time that's left. Right. Oh, that too. That's not unsettling. That's hilarious. I think the history of the Chinese opium trade is just incredibly amusing. It's why I think truth is a lot stranger than fiction. I mean, yeah. We went to war with China because they wouldn't sell us tea. And they told us we couldn't keep smuggling opium into China anymore. So we invaded instead. I think this is the one... Ah, yeah, of course. Had a brain fart. This is like right near my team's spawn point, so... I'm going to assume you found a minefield, sir. Well done. Blind grenades! Gonna vote for Soissons. Come on, give us a map with vehicles. Please. Pretty please. No, apparently going to Fort de Val. I'd really like to visit there one day. Either the actual fort or one like it. I don't know if the actual... I think the actual fort still exists. But I'd really like to visit one of them one day. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever actually visited any, like... No, I haven't visited any World War I sites. I visited a couple of war memorials, but that's not really the same because they were all in Britain, and so there was never actually any fighting there. Oh dear. Hiccups. I would like to pop in and examine one at some point. Because I'm definitely one of these people who thinks that I think there is a great deal of importance in preserving historic sites. I'm reminded of one of the generals of Waterloo. I think that was, what, 1815? And within his own lifetime, within this guy's own lifetime, he came back to Waterloo and he complained about how they completely destroyed the battlefield in order to build some kind of memorial to a dead prince, or something along those lines.
We have taken objective Duff.
And okay, so obviously there was some kind of memorial to the battle there, but the fact that within the guy's own lifetime, Waterloo did not resemble the Waterloo of the battle, it hammers home how quickly things can be paved over, figuratively or literally.
We have taken objective Butter.
I do like the fact that Turkey had, before before What's-His-Face basically started the turning them into a caliphate, they had the joint memorials. The Turks paid tribute to the Australians and British and New Zealanders who invaded them. And I like that, I really do, because I think that's important. I think it's very easy to demonize people, especially when the last massive war we had was World War II, and that was like the last huge conflict. And so maybe that kind of tarred how people view the opposition. But I think there is a certain danger in the idea that the people you are fighting are bad guys, as opposed to just being, you know, people who are people who are opposed to you for economic, political, or whatever other reason. I think I actually first learned about Gallipoli through Sabaton. They all like... I've learned more history listening to that band than I ever did at school. I think the Gallipoli campaigns are one of my most... It's not quite it's not the right word, but the Gallipoli campaign is one of my favourite historical campaigns, despite the fact that it's basically my country getting themselves and their allies royally skull-fucked. But it's just, it's fascinating to look at and to think that that campaign created modern Turkey. I do take some comfort in the fact the founder of Turkey would absolutely hate everything Erdogan is doing right now. You know, it suggests there might actually be some hope for the Turks after all. I think if I recall correctly as well, that's also where, like, Australia and New Zealand really... They really developed senses of national identity, from what I recall. Because I know it was the first time... I know Gallipoli was the first time the Anzac forces fought under their own flag, as opposed to just being British auxiliaries. I've got the sneaking suspicion that we really should be teaching more about the First World War. And a part of me really does hope that, like, what is this? It's probably an 18 game, let's be fair, but who gives a fuck? It's 18 because of violence, not sexuality, so there's going to be plenty of 12 and 13-year-olds playing this game. I really hope that games like Battlefield can ignite people's, especially younger people's, interest in history.
We are losing objective butter.
Thinking on it, I think this is something that does annoy me about the people who are constantly accusing the West of being evil and bad and appropriating culture and all this shit, and it's like pretty much every Western country is built upon a conquered nation, who themselves built their nation upon conquering others. I think it's interesting what people choose to cling to and what they throw away. I mean, I remember reading that after 1066 and the Battle of Hastings, when, like, kind of the Norman tribes invaded England, and it's like the first it's the first truly successful, possibly only truly successful conquest of Britain. And I think one of the reasons it's successful is people saw the Normans as someone to be emulated. Like the Norman language, the Frankish language. Ordinary Brits wanted to sound Norman. They wanted to dress like Normans. They wanted to speak their language. They wanted to be like these people. And it's interesting because we do generally assume that, you know, after an invasion, the invaded resent their conquerors. But it's not always necessarily the case. I think people forget that of, you know, definitely the cultural appropriation group forget that if people are appropriating culture, it's probably because they want aspects of that culture to be part of their own. They're not doing it because they're thieves and terrible people. They're doing it because they're like, wow, these people are better than us. We want to be like them. Well, if we're going to talk conquering nations, it's worth, of course, remembering that Australia once fought and lost a war against emus. So, yet another example of truth being stranger than fiction.
We have taken objective butter.
But these things are not at all black and white from what I understand. I mean, I know Australia has some issues with Aboriginals, but I get the impression that certainly the Emu War is awesome.
We have lost objective Edward.
You know, don't fuck with birds. Emus are kick-ass. But I think I've probably said this to, I know I've probably said this on this channel. I know I've said it to my friends, but I think people generally assume that the whole world is like their own country. The impression I get is that a lot of Americans, they like look at any kind of racial and ethnic conflict and go, die, this is a bad thing, I'm going to die without burning anyone alive. I think Americans tend to look at any kind of interracial conflict and assume that it must be like American interracial conflict.
We have taken objective,
You know, because like, yeah, the issues between the black and white community stem from the fact that blacks were cattle in their country. And so therefore, every other country must be like that. And it's like, no. The issues between other countries are not all the same. I mean, the Eastern European hatred of Muslims isn't because Muslims were slaves of Eastern Europeans. It's because Eastern Europeans and Muslim countries have been at war for as long as Islam has existed. And when you've spent the past 1,000 years murdering each other over your religious beliefs, you're probably not going to think very highly of one another. I'm not going to pretend to know what the issue with Aboriginals is, but I do remember hearing that Aboriginals tend to cause a lot of shit whenever they're given the chance.
Return to the combat area.
It reminds me, actually, there was somebody who... I saw stuff on Facebook that pissed me off of people claiming that, like, the British royal family stole all the land they own. It's like, no. The British royal family didn't steal anything. They took it by right of conquest. And we're a constitutional monarchy. At various points we have said, look, we are going to create rules on how the royal family has to behave and what they can and cannot do. And at no point did anyone say, actually, you have to give that land back.
Taken Objective Edward.
And while I personally don't think that just going around murdering people is an acceptable way to claim ownership of
Return to
stuff,
the combat area.
the fact is that when it was done, it was an acceptable way to claim ownership of stuff.
We have lost Objective Charlie.
Maybe I'm biased because I am a royalist. I don't actually know why I'm a royalist. I don't have a particularly rational reason. I just think it's a really good idea we have a royal family. Although, I may change my mind when Queen Elizabeth finally pops her clogs. Which
We are losing Objective.
I really hope doesn't happen anytime soon, because she has been queen for as long... She's been queen my entire life. She's been queen for the entirety of most people's lives. And I suspect a lot of people cannot imagine anyone else being in charge of this country.
We have lost Objective Duff.
I mean, she's the longest reigning monarch in British history, if not global history. I mean, I'm gonna have crap. Right, I've got things to look up now after the stream. But she might possibly be the longest reigning monarch, period. I think she's been clever. I think she has been clever because she has adopted a reign, not rule policy.
Halfway there, we have the upper hand.
And I don't know, a part of me thinks that isn't best for our country. I think maybe we could, but then again, I'm being biased. I'm well aware of this. I mean, if I would like the Queen to step in and basically do something about the Tories, but by the same token, if the royal family is going to basically periodically step in and say that the democratically elected government isn't allowed to rule, we're going to have a bit of a problem. That would be interesting. I mean, I know we've only kind of just reached the point where women can inherit before men, and that royals are allowed to marry commoners without being exiled, but I'm not sure we're quite ready for the first gay royal wedding. I think that might just cause reigns of frogs and other acts of anarchy.
We have lost Objective Bottom.
Although I absolutely fucking would. Even if I was straight, I would absolutely be willing to marry, to go into a gay marriage with a prince in order to get into the royal family, because who the fuck wouldn't? You know. I mean, come on, be honest, straight guys. If you could spend the rest of your life living in a palace and being in charge of a country, and all you had to do was give a guy a blowjob once in a while, you know you would do it. Ah, crap. Grenades. Okay, apparently someone got added to a group I'm a member of. Apparently. I'm being sent messages. Who is messaging me? I'm confused. I'm busy being drunk. Crap. Oh no, we're losing Edward. What a fucking tragedy. Right. I'm reaching kind of that point where I'm going to have to take a short hiatus from playing games to restock on alcohol, among other things. I kind of want snacks as well, but I'm pretty sure I've eaten all the biscuits in the house already. I'm ashamed to admit that I am a proud northern British citizen, and I have no biscuits for dunking in tea. I realise this is a huge failure on my part, and calls my very Britishness into question. Go away. But, it's an unfortunate truth. I will do. I will do. I would have been drinking White Russians during the stream, but, I couldn't get a hold of the Tia Maria, and I figured I don't want to half-arse it, so I'm holding off until I can actually find Tia Maria. Onwards! Oh shit. Ah! How did I miss? Right, more drink. Back in a moment. Excuse me. Just enjoy the map.
We are losing objective apples. We have lost objective apples.
Right, sorry, had a bit of a delay because I was trying to remember where I left the bottle opener. And where I left the bottle opener is where I've been sitting. Now it's on the floor. So, we are moving on to the Old Crafty Hen, an oak-aged vintage ale, and a staggering 6.5% volume. There's also an instruction to enjoy this responsibly, an instruction I intend to ignore entirely. It tastes like poor life choices. I approve. I have not tried absinthe in a long time. I think I drank it once upon a time. But my memory doesn't go back that far. Am I right in thinking that's the green one? Look how close we are. We need just three anti-tank kills. And we can play with a sawn-off LMG. Come on, we have to do this. We have to get those grenade kills.
We are losing objective Charlie.
What? 65%? Fuck nuggets, that's insane. I don't know if you can even sell 65% in this country. The most I've ever seen is 40%. Most of pure spirits tend to be either 32.5, 35, or 37.5. I have seen 40, but like pure spirits tend to be in the 30s. Although, actually, is that 65% proof? 65% proof, or 65% by volume? Because there's a difference, isn't there? Isn't it like... I think it's... Oh god, I can't remember. But I think...
We are losing objective apples.
Hang on. Yeah, this is 6.5% volume. So that means that there is... I am not doing maths in this. No. This means there's less than 5 milliliters... No, less than 10 milliliters of 60% volume. Okay, so that means that there's like... If you have a litre of it, there's 600 milliliters of alcohol in there. That's pretty fucking strong. If I remember how it works, that means there's like... That's like 120 proof. If memory serves. Of course, if you actually want to test the quality of it, the thing to do is to mix up some gunpowder. Pour a bit of your alcohol onto the gunpowder and try and light it. And if it still lights, it means you've got good quality booze.
We have taken objective Duff.
And you're probably also going to get arrested for the fact you're igniting gunpowder.
We have lost objective Charlie.
Drinking 60% volume booze in coffee mugs. That's very classy and very Australian of you. Congratulations. Was your friend a kangaroo, perchance? I suddenly have the urge to dig out my 2000 AD magazines and read some Tank Girl. For those who are unaware, Tank Girl is a story about a girl who lives in a tank with a talking kangaroo and gets into all kinds of crazy post-apocalyptic adventures. It's basically a documentary of modern-day Australia. Kind of like Mad Max. No, actually, let's be fair. Mad Max is far more civilized than Australia, I'm sure you'll agree. Because at no point in the Mad Max films does anybody die as a result of the wildlife. If Mad Max was a documentary, at least 3 vehicles would be blown up by a combination of drop bears, kangaroos, and giant snakes eating them. I would ask whether or not drunken sex happened, but let's face it, if you're drinking alcohol that strong through coffee mugs, someone's gonna have a really bad case of whiskey dick. Need more bullets. Come on, bad people, where are you? Huzzah! We apparently won. Right, please swass on. I want a map mode with vehicles. It was... Fine. Yes, fine. I have memories of fine things as well. Well, let's face it, it's not a good night out if you haven't hit on someone you will regret hitting on in the morning. How did I do? I don't remember. I think I did okay. Oh, no, I didn't. I did terribly. Well, there you go. Wrong button. Maybe we can get a plane. Please give me a plane. We need that. We need we need drunk flying. Drunk flying in a heavy bomber. That would be hilarious. Loading. Come on. Well, I do have in-laws who live in Australia. I had... Not Australia, New Zealand. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Yeah, I've got in-laws in Australia. No, God fucking damn it! Wrong word! I have in-laws in the place where they have sex with sheep. That's sort of near Australia, but isn't. I have in-laws, and I might have relatives down there, but I lost... Because I remember my my nan on my mum's mum used to go to New Zealand every so often to visit her family up there. I've got no contact with any of them. I don't know whether they're still there, I don't know whether they're dead. Just kind of... no links. But my boyfriend's family... some of his family live in New Zealand. So, I've kind of got an excuse to be in that part of the world. At some point. I'd quite like to go.
Trench Raider kit is available near your location.
Die! Yes! Right. No! Somebody got my Trench Raider kit! Damn your eyes! Has he got fucking... It's too dark. Step into the light so I can admire your costume. Right, thank you. Thank you. Is it me, or has he got, like, a Roman skirt on? Oh, no, the grenades. Never mind. It's just me. Right. I think I'm reaching the point where I can't really make intelligent decisions. I'll be honest, I've not been able to really hold my drink since the stomach bypass. So a smart person would, you know, not drink so often, but if I was smart, I wouldn't be drinking or making terrible life choices, which I frequently do. I'm just going to stop talking for a minute, let my brain reset. Okay. Ah. I rather like the idea of that. Yes, I'm building up a tolerance again, because I intend to obtain White Russians and drink spirits at some point during the weekend. And then I will hopefully be starting a new job. I say hopefully. There's no reason to assume I'm not starting a new job next week. That'll be fun. Oh dear. Bad hiccups. A drunk Discord. I have no idea what that would entail, but I am slightly intrigued. Is that a tank? Yes, it is! Right, I'm gonna go hit it with a hammer. Charge! Sideways, alright. Right, here we go. We're gonna get run. Damn it! I wanted to hit it with a hammer! Doesn't work anymore because it's... Oh, you're on my side, okay, fine. Doesn't work when it's dead. I want to kill a tank with a hammer one day. Boop. I absolutely love the fact that I've only just noticed this gun has my clan symbol on it. That's like awesome. I'm gonna reload so I can get a better look at it. Yeah, it's right there, and it's awesome. It's the most impractical reload in the game. It's such a bad design for a handgun. It's kind of weird as well because, like, this pistol to me looks like a modern handgun, and a part of me thinks that it shouldn't be in the game because it's a modern handgun, like the 1911 is a modern handgun, or certainly looks like a modern handgun. I'm 90% sure they still make them. But it is kind of funny how pistols have basically not changed in 100 years. In fairness, rifles haven't. Well, certainly not the single-shot rifles. They haven't changed much at all. I don't know if you've seen it, but oh, assault truck. Wait. Oh. I've just made a terrible mistake, haven't I? It's this thing again. True, you can only do so much. I think that's part of the fun of this game, really. It's from the era where we were kind of... We were working out what a modern weapon was going to look and function like. And seeing some of the early attempts of, like, the... Actually, what I really like is... I like the... I don't seem to be able to... Oops, hang on. Right, there we go. Fixed. Accidentally left the driver's seat. I like the offset scopes on the sniper rifles. And I find it funny how in Call of Duty World War II, there's the Springfield rifle, and you reload it by basically pushing a stripper clip in at a 45-degree angle. And it reloads it instantly. It's like, no, you can't do that. You can't reload that weapon with a stripper clip because there's a scope in the way. It's not like the World War I version where the scope was off at an angle. Screw you, Renault. You make shit tanks and you make shit cars. And I am not one to talk about shit vehicles, am I? I'm driving a... I'm driving the Russian gun cart, which I have apparently got stuck. Seriously, what? Okay, so... Oh my god! Right, so whether or not pushing up on the stick makes the vehicle drive forwards or backwards depends on where I'm aiming the gun. That's a really great design choice. I mean, that isn't at all confusing. I was right. This is a vehicle made for drunk people, because When I was sober, this vehicle pissed me off, but now this is just hilarious. I'm enjoying myself and I'm having another drink. Right, where are we going? Where are we going? Let's try this way. We appear to be thwarted by a wall. There we are. Problem solved.
We have lost objective.
Oh, great. Problem re-problemed. We can't actually. I want to go forwards, please. Thwarted by a small fence and a tiny dip in the road. This is fun. This is an amazing vehicle. It was apparently built for perfectly flat roads. And now we're okay. Okay. So, first we get stuck on a tree, and then the vehicle decides it wants to go backwards of its own accord. I don't think I'm in control of this vehicle. I think that...
A tank hunter kit is
I think the vehicle is just doing its own... I think it's just doing its own thing. What I'm doing with the stick has absolutely no relation to what the vehicle does in-game. At all. And it's stuck again. Okay, let's try and get to Objective C.
We have taken objective Charlie.
The machine spirit has been drinking oil margaritas. Was that? No, that was an ally. Okay. Forwards, please. Please, there we go. Okay, excellent. We have reached the front lines, I think. Possible. Whoops. No, go the other way! The other way! Please! Thank you. No, keep going. Oh, it's another tank. Shit. Damn it! Right. Here's an idea. Well, we will pay a tribute to our fallen Russian comrade. Drunk Caterpillar Truck. Truck. Drunk Caterpillar Truck. You served us well. We shall remember your sacrifice, comrade. That's enough of that. Wow, we are controlling everything. Oh no, this is a bad thing. We're controlling the entire map. That means the Char 2C is going to roll out, and I'm going to have to deal with a fucking super heavy tank. I don't want to have to fight super heavy tanks. They're big and scary. Where's a plane? I don't know. There's one. Off in the... What is he doing? He was like right in the corner of the... He wasn't even in the map. I want a plane. Should we try a horse? Right. Sorry, I'm having a hiccup fit. There we go. This was going to be my... This is what I wanted to do once upon a time. Impale people! No, I used to do Viking reenactment, and I know various people who own horses. And my goal once upon a time was to like learn to ride properly and take a horse to a historical reenactment like the Battle of Hastings and just ride along the, because apparently they do this cool thing where they get the British Army to line up in a shield wall, and they get Norman cavalry to ride along with spears and basically run the spear across the shields. And because of the way they form a shield wall, if you hang on, let me remember. If you come from, I think it's if you come from the right, because of the way the shields are interlocked, you can thrust a spear into the shield wall and it will just glide along the shields and it can't hurt anybody. So they get them to ride along the shield wall and it looks really cool. And I would have loved to do that. Apparently the other thing they do is they form a Schiltron. Basically the Viking equivalent of a Roman testudo formation, and they get people to fire arrows at the formation. I would definitely love to see reenactments of the Battle of Hastings. I once went to York the day before the Stamford Bridge reenactments, and they were like, in the evening, went to a pub for a meal and a drink, and there were loads of people dressed as Vikings there, and it was brilliant. Just, you know, you get like normal people, you know, families, husbands, wives, children, and there's just a guy dressed in a Viking tunic, enjoying a quiet pint before going into battle. Oh, gutted. Horses are... My family's got a history with horses. My sister used to have a horse named after my granddad because my mum used to do horse riding and compete, and she made friends with a couple of people who owned farms near where we live, and her dad bought her a horse. And she competed with it, and then when me and my sister were young, we rode. I kind of stopped riding after my mum's horse died, but my sister carried on. It's kind of sad. Both my mum's had two horses, and they're both sadly dead now. I don't really remember the first one very well, but the second one I remember very well, and she basically got an incurable disease. You know, she was never going to get better, and we had to make a pretty we had to put her down. And it upsets me just thinking about it, to be honest. Because, you know, she was part of the family. She was almost as old as I am. And, you know, putting her down was very, very hard. Especially on my mum. And we basically all... It was a very emotional moment for us. We spent the day with the horse, gave her huge amounts of treats, you know, carrots, apples, mints, and then the vets came and gave her the injection. And if you haven't seen a horse put down, it is a little bit shocking for those, especially if you care about horses, because basically the horse, it starts looking tired and then it will fall over. And horses are big, so when horses fall over, it's a pretty fucking scary sight. You know, it's car crash levels of shocking.
An enemy behemoth is en route.
But I've got all sad and emotional now. That's not what I wanted from alcoholism. I don't drink to be sad. I drink to forget what makes me sad. Nah, it happens. You know, one of the unfortunate realities of having pets is that sooner or later you have to put one down. We've only had to put down 2 of them, thankfully. Out of like all the horses and cats and dogs, we've only had to. Actually, no, we've only had to put down 1 horse. The cats. There was a cat we were going to put down, but kind of nature took its course. Oh, and while I've been yabbering about killing pets, apparently a tank has arrived. And now I have something to deal with. Yeah, it's hard when you've had them a long time. There were we had. I think the one that upset me a lot was, for most of my childhood, we had cats. And, like, for as long... I don't remember a time when we didn't have cats, and the first 2 I was particularly fond of because of that. You know, because obviously, like... excuse me. If you can't remember a time when you didn't have these pets, you're going to be fond of them. One of them, I don't remember what happened to him. It was a light tabby. I think he basically he got old, he slumped off, and he died somewhere. But one of them actually died under my bed, which was. It's probably a bad thing to laugh about, but I remember coming back from we came back from holiday and there was a dead cat under my bed, which was, you know, exactly what a preteen wants to find about coming back from holiday. Still, one thing that does soften the blow is the fact that that particular cat did once try and eat my goldfish. I came into I had a goldfish tank on on the top of a bookshelf, and I came into my room one day, and the cat had picked a goldfish out of the bowl and dropped it onto my bedroom floor. And I remember walking in and just thinking, well, I don't know what I thought, but I remember just grabbing the goldfish and putting it back in the tank, and it survived. It just like it forever had this on its flank. There was a section where there weren't any scales, where the cat had bitten it, but it lived for quite a while afterwards. But there is no such thing as too much tea. This is why I think my drunk streams are so much more fun, because I'm much better at talking shit when I'm drunk.
We have lost objective butter.
I cannot hold a conversation when sober. It's a failing of mine. It's one of these problems. I will. Someone will. If someone makes me aware that they want to engage in conversation, I will have absolutely nothing to talk about. Whoops. Sorry, I'm killing myself. Please be patient. I think I'm done dying. Oh, that's a tank.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Ah. How am I doing? Oh, look. I need those 3 anti-tank grenade kills, and I've achieved precisely 0 anti-tank grenade kills. God damn. Oh, tank hunter kit. Gimme, please. No, don't steal my toy. I hate you.
We have lost objective Charlie.
Yeah. Ew, God. What was that? Oh, God. That was a burp with aspirations of vomit. Hooray! Indeed. T does wonders for one's system. If you haven't seen it, there's a channel called Vernaculus. One of the videos he made was where he read about. He read a quote from George Orwell talking about the benefits of tea. George Orwell talking about tea is fantastic to listen to. I heartily recommend it. So we have made virtually no progress towards our unlocks. Yep, I don't remember the actual name of the video in question, but the channel was Vernaculus. It's the guy's avatar is basically a guy with a basketball for a head. Hello, drinking responsibly.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Welcome to alcoholism. I've got half a bottle left and then I'm out of alcohol.
We are winning.
Huzzah! I love how the fact I rank up doing the most random of things. It's like, you jumped into a tank, have a rank up. I may have to have a quick break after this round.
We have lost objective Apple.
The Panzergeschichte. Come on, blow it up with the grenades. Or not. Hooray! Kill someone with a rocket gun. Okay, I've apparently got to kill 5 people with a rocket gun in 1 round. Well, I'm not doing that this game. Maybe next one. Bugger. Right, okay. Enjoy the post thingy screen. I will be back momentarily. And we return. What map? Oh, okay. I've just realised there are no vehicles. I really want to do some drunken flying. Okay, I'm going to drop out of this. I probably should have pressed quit before I departed briefly. But I'm gonna drop out of this and I'm gonna try and get a map with aeroplanes because that's a good idea. I'm just. Sorry, never mind. I was looking for something because I had Let's try the base game. We're more likely to get aerial combat in the base game. Oops. Shit, what did I just click on? Sorry. I just clicked on something with my phone. Oh, no! Wrong map! What? Why are videos playing on my phone? I'm confused. I'm trying to, like, scroll through things. No, never mind. I do require... I require permanent assistance. I require a living helper. Ah... This is frustrating. I don't want Army N. Okay. I'm going to try something. The screen will probably go blank for a moment. Bear with me.